my state of Arkansas is very active in forest management on private, state, and in some instances on federal land. We have a thriving timber industry that provides good paying jobs for thousands of Arkansans. Further, Arkansas creates a net sequester of carbon at an impressive 16 million tons a year. It appears that that investing in forest management is not only good for our environment, but it also boosts the U.S. economy. In your testimony and in answers to the question, it appears, Ms. Crowder, that you feel like that the legislation that we're discussing would enhance enhanced forest management practices would help with the forest fire situation. Am I correct in that?
Yes, sir.
Do you view increased forest management as a way for the United States to reduce its carbon footprint?
Yes, sir. Trees are important. They're carbon holders, carbon capture. So they are of utmost importance to having healthy forests, to having healthy people, to having a healthy environment. And active management of those trees only increases those opportunities.
Would you all comment if you would? Or?
Sure, and I think that, oh, sorry.
No, well, I'll comment very quickly. And I met with one of our members, one of our sawmill members, and he said, "You know what I do? I sequester carbon by putting wood into products like the paneling in this room. We're sequestering carbon and we're storing it in our forests. And if we have these catastrophic wildfires, then we're releasing amounts of carbon that could be stored in those forests and kept there with good active management."
Thank you, Senator, and thank you for the question. The estimates have ranged anywhere from 50 million metric tons of carbon go up every year from these wildfires to 150 million. Just by way of comparison, all the refineries combined across the entire country is about 220 million metric tons. I mean, so it's a lot. And so if we can actually actively manage if we can improve management of our forests in a constructive way that reduces some of these catastrophic fires, the emission savings are significant. And frankly, I'd rather have it be in the trees and in the older trees and in the larger trees, and actually have some local jobs as a result also.
Very good, thank you. Mr. Fite, as you know, forest management is generally a bipartisan issue. Do you believe the legislation in front of us today effectively promotes a healthy environment while getting rid of redundant processes that put our country at greater risk of catastrophic wildfires? And I think it kind of goes to the comment that Ms. Crowder said a few minutes ago about the need, when you talk to individuals on the ground, the locals, getting something done now. But we have redundancies, and we just have a paralysis of action.
Yeah, absolutely, Senator. And forestry is a bipartisan space, and it's really encouraging that there's so many bills, particularly the litigation reform bill sponsored by Senators Daines and Tester also has bipartisan support in the House, and that's so encouraging because it's so important to our communities and to our ecosystems. We can do a lot of things that are win-win, where we're increasing the health of our forests, we're also increasing the stability of our communities. And one of the great things about forestry is it provides jobs in rural areas that are blue-collar and middle class. And there aren't as many jobs in this country like that as there used to be, and that's a great thing for America.
Very good. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.